Could you imagine living your life as you grow up and then feeling lost with what you want to do? I think about that a lot, and honestly, it terrifies me. I'm not sure where I'll be, what I'll be doing, or if I'll be happy, and there's no way to know. As a junior in college, I feel like I'm being thrown into adulthood way too soon, and I'm not really sure what to do about it. Classes are getting harder, I'm looking into internships that could lead to jobs, and suddenly I'm super conscious about the money I have, and I'll be abroad in a different country on my own. That's crazy. To be quite honest, that shit is terrifying, and I just have to accept it. Yeah, I'm stressed now, but I have to remember that I know that I will end up happy because I won't let myself have it any other way. I need to have faith in myself that I'll figure everything out and think of the positives instead of what could happen. I went to Hamden this past weekend. As I was walking down the street, I saw a man sitting at a table and he was selling peppers, all different kinds. In clothes that looked like they were from the 70s with overwhelmingly blue jeans and an old army green concert shirt. I really liked his vibe and was kind of thrown by the glowing, vibrant peppers at the table. So he invited me to try a chip with some of his homemade fresh tree frog salsa, and it was actually really good and super spicy. It was kind of crazy to think about this disheveled man making this restaurant style dip that could actually be packaged. We started chatting about how he got started.
I've always grown things, but 7 years ago I was walking up my front steps with a huge basket of peppers, and I thought to myself, what the hell am I going to do with all of these?
And that's how Tree Frog began. His name is Neil Bergenstein, and he's so cool. He was more than happy to explain his whole pepper production process and how he does it all by himself.
When I tell people I do this from seed to bottle cap, I am not joking. No machines touch it. I put the labels on by hand. I put the caps on by hand. I shrink wrap them by hand. Sometimes my little girl helps. But other than that, this is a one-guy thing.
I find this so interesting because he never planned to make hot sauce for a living. It just kind of happened, and he loves it. He described his days with the perfect outlook.
My friend's got a shop here, and she lets me sit up, and we have fun and talk shit and go till sunset.
To me, he seemed genuinely happy with himself, living his best, really humble life. I kept walking down the street, and I noticed a younger girl. She was in her late 20s, early 30s, sitting on the ground. She was wearing a gray t-shirt, and her brown hair was hanging over her guitar. Her guitar actually was missing a string, and I felt really bad. I could hear her sing, and honestly, she was incredible, just really authentic and raspy. Her name was Angel Wild, and she plays guitar to survive.
I literally play to eat. I play. If I don't play, I don't eat.
When I heard this, I felt kind of awful, I automatically felt guilty for what I had. This feeling shifted as she told me what it really meant to her.
That's what I would be doing anyway, is playing. This is my whole life. I literally live for it. I live and breathe music.
So I started to reflect on this mindset onto my situation. Considering her music is her passion and she knows whether she's rich and famous or playing on the street, she's still playing for people.
I love it. I like when people come by and they start dancing or singing along. I like to make people happy.
She stays so positive about her situation, and that's really all that matters in life. As long as you're happy, you're doing life right.